Hi guys, good morning. Today talking about the informative text. The point number one is the introduction. The introduction language is one of the best tools that man has invented to establish communication with his peers. It is a language in oral expression that allows you speak and listen, and it is a written language that allows you to read or write. When writing an informational text, do not use familiar words or vague or even assembly words. Nor is a question of the words being fancy. On the contrary, they must be comprehensive. Speaking, listening, writing, and reading are actions that are integrated into the complex communication system. On this occasion, we will focus on text that is called informative. Well, and the purpose is just before, during, and after reading too. And the point number one, show students how recognize a new organizational patterns of the text before they are expected to read or summary text. The point number two, model for students how to use text structure information to compare text. The point number three is use geographic organizers that align with the text structure to depict the text and help student organize text of information. The point number four, provide opportunity for students practice in identifying a text structure that has been taught. Point number five, allow students to demonstrate understanding of text structure through the use of graphic organizers or submersing text with a specific text structure that has already been taught. What is informative text? Before going on to explain what is an informative text, we must clarify what is between a text and information. So we will explain these concepts. Point number one, information is the organized set of data that from interpretation and rational use can become knowledge. Point number two, a text, on the other hand, is a coherent set of statements that form a unit of meaning and have communicative intent. Now that we have an idea of what we are going to do, we will know the concept of informative text, information text. These texts seek to convey reality in an objective way, as they try to make known a fact, situation, or circumstance as it happened.
Non-fiction writing. No! Cámara. Continue for the information text. Non-fiction writing written with the intention of informing the reader about the specific topics. It is typically found amazing science or history books, autographics, and instruction manuals. They are written using special text thoughts that allow the reader to easily pick information and understand the main topic. The author will do this providing headers over sections by placing important vocabulary in bold type, and by using visual representation with captions. This visual representation can be picture or even infographics that include tables, diagrams, graphs, and charts. In some cases, the author will even provide the reader with a table of contents or a glossary to assist them in finding the information easily. The characteristics, point number 1, the information texts are structured of the temporary forms. The author exhibits the facts and they have happened in the time.
The informative texts are structured of a temporary form. The author exhibits the facts as they have happened in time. The structure is clear. There is an introduction where it happens about the facts that he goes to narrate. A development in which the fact is contained in it. They have to transmit without equivocal manner. The informative style does not include the opinion of journalists. Absence of journalists and bias in beginning and closing. Pertinent, sufficient contents, and item and proportion. Rigorous employment of the terminology. Legibility of the text. Simple syntax. Acquiring information. If the previous points are borne in mind, diverse texts cannot develop like the news, reports, articles about encyclopedia, biographies, scientific monographs, and documents, notice, etc. Information text is a subset of the latter category in addition. Its primary purpose is informing the reader about the natural or social world, different from fiction, and other forms non-fiction information text does not use characters. Further, it has special characters, such as general nouns and timeless verbs. They are not common in other genres.
Direction of steps to make a text. Number 1. Enlarge the path for a student to see a demonstration. Number 2. Read a text password aloud and highlight significant singular reading. Number 3. During instruction, conduct a think aloud to the drinking process beginning and identifying signal words, draw attention to seal, using two methods as highlight or underline, etc. Number 4. Next, model how to organize the identified significance and text information using a graphic organizer. Number 5. Draft a bright summary statement using significant relevant text information for the graphic organizer. Next, generate questions about the past that match the text structure. Post on the wall as model save or text structure preference. Post on the wall and model text of the structure preference.
The next point is enlarged passage with highlighted signal words phrases. Completed graphic organizer. Summatory statement and question. The structure. Some examples. The eclipse. An eclipse is an astronomical event that occurs when an astronomical object is temporarily obscured either by passing into the shadow of another body or by having another body pass between it and the viewer. An eclipse involving the sun, earth, and moon can occur when they are nearly in the straight line, allowing to behave behind another viewed from the third. A total solar eclipse occurs when the Earth inserts the umbra portion of the Moon's shadow. During a solar eclipse, the Moon can sometimes perfectly cover the Sun because its size is nearly the same as the Sun when viewed from the Earth. Lunar eclipses occur when the Moon passes through the Earth's shadow. This happens only during the full moon.
Here is an example of a closing, so that you know how easy to eliminate blur is to take action after all you have plenty of blur. So why not share? When you do, you will feel about yourself and you will save a life. And some examples of the structure will be dogs bark, Susie snake are quite deadly, or apples can be red, yellow, or evergreen. These are examples of informational text. For example, the newspapers, almanacs, magazines. The conclusion is information text is content that allows a reader of information about a current or past event or any other subject or subject perceived in newspapers, encyclopedias, magazines, etc. This must be reliable and accurate information. This, as we know, each informational text in the structure is composed of introduction, development, conclusion. This with a purpose or this main function is after a lot of informative content with ideas order, clear and completely understandable.